I'm at 2123 Fountain Street in Bangor. This is the little city neighborhood of Bangor. It's an older part of Bangor on the east side. As you go up the hill, there are some really old, almost like mansions that were owned by the old citizens. It's mostly residential. There's a few apartment buildings here. This was made into apartments. It's upstairs, downstairs. So we're going to look at unit number 23, which is the downstairs unit. This is basically a one bedroom. We're calling it one bedroom plus office because the other bedroom is very, very tiny. Although it could be another bedroom for maybe a child or something like that. So you come into a little entryway. There's all original hardwood floors in here, which is sort of unusual. They're a little bit dinged up, but actually in very good shape considering, the age. There's a sort of hooks up here for coats and so forth. There is a window. There's also a light, so like a porch light type thing. But it's a pretty good size. You could put rugs out here, keep your boots out here and so forth. And then you come in, there's another doorway here that comes into the living room. There's a lot of windows here because it is a duplex. You get light from all the way around. It's basically the whole first floor. This does have the old radiators, the steam radiators, so you get a lot of heat from those. Never have to worry about being cold. Living room is not huge, but certainly serviceable. You could have a couch in here if you wanted to against this wall. But it's, like I said, certainly serviceable. But then you do have this area here, which is typically a dining room. You could certainly get a dining room, a table in here if you had one. You could also use it as an office or some other area, or just extend out your living room if you wanted to. You do have your own thermostat, which is right here. They are still working on the unit. Tenants moved out maybe about a week ago, so they're doing a little bit of work, adding things on. That's a door bottom over there. You'll see some things in here in the kitchen. There's a piece of plywood. They have some paint. They're working on the cabinets, things like that. Also doing some cleaning, touch-up paint, so forth. So this is a galley style kitchen, we call it. It's basically kind of narrow. Everything is close at hand. You have some cupboards up here. There's your stove. Your fridge is over here. Got some cupboards up here. You have room over here for maybe some more cupboards, shelves, and so forth next to the fridge. This window looks out into the backyard. A little room here underneath this shelf where you could put some things too. Got a little bit of storage there. This has a brand new faucet. Actually, it's a pretty nice one with a sprayer in the spout. And then over on this side, you have the bedrooms. Right here is, this door goes into the basement. It's basically locked. There's no storage for the tenants in the basement. It's pretty old. I think it might have a dirt floor. The tenants can't store things down there. There is an outside entry into the basement where when the service people come to take care of the furnace and so forth, they actually can come into it from the outside, so you don't have to worry about that. And it does have a lock on it so that nobody can come in from the basement into the unit. This is the smaller bedroom, also known as the office. So this is really, really small. But it can be a bedroom. It does have a closet. No door on it, but it has a closet with some rods and a shelf. If you had a child that was in a crib, or maybe a twin size bed at the most, you could get that in here. Of course, it works much better as an office, but if you needed to have a small bedroom, it could work for that. Getting the hardwood floors, nice windows for light. But this is the smaller room, which we typically would call an office. It does have the cable. It is all wired for cable. So you just have to call the cable company, which is Spectrum around here, and have them hook you up. This is the bathroom. Good sized bathroom. Again, they're working on things here. It does need to be cleaned and so forth. The mirror is taken off the walls right over there. They'll have to put that back up. They're doing some touch-up painting, so forth. It is a 3/4 bath. Does have a shower. No tub, which is fine with some people. And then over here next to the shower, you have a little area where you could put some shelving and so forth for extra towels and things like that. And there's your window. Lets a lot of light in. And then this is the bedroom back here. Main bedroom. Again, not huge. Probably double bed. Could do a queen size bed if that's what you had. Not much room for anything else, but you could definitely do that. This window apparently is being replaced, but that should be done shortly. We can check on a time frame for that. Again, your heat. And then you have a couple of windows, one on the side and then one in the back. All of the windows have blinds as well, so those come with the unit. And then out here you have a closet. This bedroom actually does not have a closet, but you do have one out here, which is kind of the same thing that you would have in a bedroom. It's got the shelf and the hanger. Sorry, the pole, yeah, for your clothes. So that's over here at this end. So there is a separate driveway for each unit. 23 has its own driveway at the side of the building. Trash pickup is done by the city, no cost to the tenant. There's mailboxes out front. So there's heat's included, water sewer is included. So the only thing the tenant pays for is electric, be a small electric bill, and of course internet. So if you have any questions, you can call us at 207-974-6606, or you can visit our website at rentbangor.com.